Good morning. We are talking about putting first things first, seeking first the kingdom, treasuring what God treasures, not serving two masters, only serving one master, the Lord, and what our eyes allow us to be filled up with. All of those different things that Jesus talks about in the Sermon on the Mount that are very powerful, very challenging. And yesterday I talked about this idea of treasuring. If we're going to treasure what God treasures, we're going to need to be treasuring people. But I want to get a little bit more in the weeds. I want to get down into the practice and the practicals of life. What ends up happening, I think, a lot of times is that if we want to treasure what God treasures, we're going to need to actually look and be present with the people that are in our lives. I remember that when we were raising our kids, a lot of times I was just distracted. I was somewhere else, even though I was physically here. And treasuring the things that God treasures is going to mean that we are actually not just physically present with those people in our lives, but that we are emotionally and truly present with them, and that we're giving ourselves to them in the moment. And by doing that, we are treasuring the things that God treasures, that we are, so your kids need you. Your friends, they need you. They need you present with them. Your spouse needs you. Your wives, your husbands need you. Husbands, your wives need you to be present with them. Your children, the investment that you make in them more than anything else, more than getting it right, is being present with them and letting them be your world and letting them know that they are, in some real sense, your world. Now, I think that for us, what ends up happening is so many things cry louder than these really most important things. And yes, putting God first is going to be really important in terms of prayer and investing in your own walk with God. But being present and being really in it with people is part of treasuring what God treasures. And so what people are in your life that need you to be present with them and to be consistently present, that is part of putting first things first. Thanks so much for joining me. We'll talk some more about this tomorrow.